Hello, folks, and welcome back to the Vertigo Tea Party and Let's Play The Elder Scrolls Online Morrowind Edition. Today's episode is brought to you by Asger. Thank you very much, Asger, for your continued support on Patreon. Very much appreciate it. Oops, I did it again, somehow. Anyway, so bad news to start with. Somehow I just managed to do like 30 to 40 minutes worth of stuff and did not record any of it. I don't know what I did to screw that up. But long story short, what happened was we're going to basically investigate the three occurrences that we saw. The Archcanon, whatever, gave us a lead on all of them. So there's three different places that we're going to here in Morrowind. We already did the first one that was over in the mines. In the mines, we found information that showed that there were some cultists who were doing some kind of a ritual to create a weapon with the power of a god, and an Ashlander ended up interrupting it and stealing the sword. So we grabbed the ritual components and left, and we're going to go take those back to the Archcanon here later. So we're in the second part here, up in this area, at the Aldrun Way Shrine. And we ran into this lady. She kicked these guys' asses. She's an Ashlander. And she basically said, hey, I'm trying to get into this camp because my brother went in here to negotiate because he's trying to unite the clans, and he hasn't come out. And when I try to go to find him, they attack me. So this is some bullshit. And apparently these are the Exile clan. These are the people who've been exiled from the various other Ashlander factions and then got together and created their own group. So we went inside, found out that actually he had negotiated with them and showed them like some amazing weapon that he had, and they're following him now. But what doesn't make sense is why her brother just left without saying anything to her, and why they're so violently trying to keep her out. That's what's weird. So anyway, sorry about that. I swore a whole bunch as soon as I realized I wasn't recording, but we'll go ahead and pick up and tell her what we found inside the camp.
The Red Exiles camp. Did you find my brother? Interesting. I never suspected that the outcasts were disciplined enough to keep records such as this. Oh no. I can't believe my brother would be so brazen. It means that Chodala really has changed. With his newfound powers and rising ambitions, I fear what he plans for the tribes. I suppose you have a right to know what I'm talking about. Take this. I found it among my brother's possessions. Chodala discovered new power out in the wilderness, and it changed his view of the world. He writes about it in that document. Now he believes he's the Nerevarine, and incites the tribes while I try to keep them all from doing anything rash. You don't know? I thought... No, you're not an Ashlander, and the House Elves rarely talk about such things. Long ago, there was a hero named Nerevar. He fought alongside the Tribunal, before they claimed to be gods, until they betrayed him. So our legends say. Nerevar united the Kaima and forged an alliance with the Dwemer. He died at the Battle of Red Mountain. We believe the Tribunal hastened his demise, despite Vivek's claims to the contrary. The Nerevarine is a promise and a prophecy. We believe that, through the power of Azura, Nerevar will return to unite all Dunmer, House and Ashlander alike, and make Morrowind great again. The returned Nerevar will be known as the Nerevarine. While the prophecy of the Nerevarine can be interpreted as the end of the Tribunal, I have always seen it as a prediction of hope and peace. Chodala and some Ashlanders, such as the Red Exiles, favor war. That's not the Nerevarine I believe in. He uses an Ashkon's words to plant dark ideas in his followers. Ideas that speak of false gods, lost traditions, and the need for a cleansing war. His words become more forceful every day, but I hope to dissuade him from this violent course. All I know is that his new power frightens me. Chodala returned from a sojourn in the wilderness more vibrant, more commanding. He's always been strong, but now he's fearless, practically invincible, and swifter than the fastest Ashlander scout. Chodala says his new abilities strengthen his claim as the Nerevarine. I think it's the staff he carries. He had it when he returned, and now it's always at his side. I know it's unreasonable, but I hate that staff. He calls it Sunara.
Okay. So apparently something happened while he was in the wilderness, and he learned about this whole god-stealing power, because I get the impression that he worked with these red exiles to have one of them go and steal the staff that the cultists were working on. Now, how he knows about the cultists, I do not know. Very quickly, I just want to show you this because I did this before and didn't record it. Just show you what skills I have for those who are interested, just to kind of show you the passives that I picked up. I picked all the ones for dark magic. I didn't pick any for Daedra yet, mostly because I wasn't sure if I was going to keep a pet or not. And a lot of those passives only count if you have a pet out, or at least slotted. We have 45 Storm Calling, 46 Daedra Summoning, which is pretty nice. Destruction Staff, only got one, the Elemental Blockade. Got a few of the passives there. The rest, though, I didn't get any passes, but I did get that regen. I did pick up a few for light armor. I do plan on going full light armor. I don't think I got any of these, other than like the Persuasive Will and the Intimidate for dialogue choices. I didn't get any Argonian stuff. I haven't got any craft skills yet either. But, alright. So, I really hate that we lost all that. Holy shit. Let's port back down. Let's go actually, let's go here. That should be faster. Crawled across the water. That being an Argonian, we can swim quickly. Picking an Argonian at the start, it's about to pay off. Now, let me take off that waypoint because it's throwing me off now. I'm gonna end up going to my custom waypoint and screw myself up. Come on. Can I take? Damn it! It's not stealing if nobody's protecting it. Ah, yeah. But yeah, I definitely want to get back to having a full set of cloth. I even thought about like crafting it myself, but I don't really know how good the crafted stuff is. I know it's much less useful because you can't. Well, I think you can put the attributes on it, or the set bonuses, that's what it was. I think it's the set bonuses you can't normally do unless you go to a very specific spot to like craft the item. And I did do a little bit of research to see what sets were good and whatnot, so we can start working on that a little bit. I mean, we're not going to be raid ready. We're not going to be doing raids. We're not going to be doing I think they call them veteran dungeons or something like that in this game. I don't remember the exact name, but we're not going to be doing any of that. Maybe some grouping here and there. But, yeah, at the same time, I don't want to be totally gimped. But the way this game is set up, you really, I mean, it feels like you could gimp yourself earlier. It's kind of like opposite of a lot of games, right? You can gimp yourself later on. Or earlier on, because you don't have many skill points. But later on, when you've got a lot more skill points to move around, it's easy to do. And it's very cheap to reset your skill points. Which I'm guessing it's like, what, a gold point? Or a gold piece for every skill that you reset? That's crazy cheap. I don't get why that's so cheap, but attributes is fairly expensive. That seems weird to me. Not a big deal. I mean, I don't plan to be swapping my stuff around all the time, but I do like that it's cheap because now I can not worry about morphs, and morphs is even cheaper. So if you just want to reset your morphs, it's like, well, I know I want this skill, but I don't know if this morph's any good. The morph was like 23 gold, like something, petty. I can fast travel for more expensive than that, so yeah, I do like that it's very cheap. And I guess I kind of get that they want you to go in town to do it, because I was gonna say it'd be nicer if I could just like do it whenever I wanted. Oh wow, that actually hurt me more than I thought. But it'd be nice if I could just do it whenever I wanted, but it's whatever, no big deal. Bugger off. Don't dismount. All right. You need to make that change that WoW did, where when you go in the water, you don't dismount. You lose the speed buff, but you don't get dismounted. All right. We need to investigate the tower. Oh, gonna guess that's it. Is that actual tower or just rocks? One of those two is probably what we're looking for. Yeah, it looks like the Dwemer are going to be involved in this somehow. Well, maybe not the Dwemer themselves, but their technology. I'm gonna guess we can go around. Don't think that's the way we're supposed to get in there. Because that one vision had the Dwemer like construct thing. And also in the note that you guys missed because I didn't record it, it mentioned that the staff had like gears, like turning gears on it. Okay, nothing up here. Maybe this isn't it. Because it's not on the map. I'm not bothering grabbing resources until I resort my trade skills. But yeah, at least going to get a lot of points into my clothing and maybe cooking as well, because cooking's just kind of fun. It seems mostly worthless though, because you find food that's just as good as the cooked stuff. Like it might not last as long, but... Ah, here we go. This isn't so much of a tower as a small building. Maybe it goes down. It's a downward tower. Oh, you Dwemer. Were built by the Chimmer in the early days when Morrowind was known as Razdan. Many of these remote outposts have been occupied by Ermit's wizards and others who value their privacy, including the mage Barlzar. You know he's a brilliant mage because his name ends with Zar. What if I have my het graphic off? Whoa, hey, a lot of people just chilling out in here. Hey, speaking of Barlzar.
Such displeasure and disappointment. Nothing works, even though every calculation is precise. Now an interruption. How infuriating. Wait. Sometimes the great gear turns from frustration to opportunity. Divine energy. I'll have you know I participated in Lord Sothesseal's 9 analyses of the Exalted Enigmas. But we have more important matters. I'm about to determine the correlation between color and time, and I could use another set of hands. A reciprocal exchange. Interesting, yes. I can see the benefits of such an arrangement. Very well. Just activate the crystals in the proper sequence while I modulate the energy flow. Less chance of an explosion that way. Such a waste repeating words. Activate the crystals in the proper order. It's all about colors, like a rainbow. Make a mistake and reset the mechanism using that lever, unless it explodes. You'll be surprised how often that happens.
Okay. I'm probably gonna have to write this down. Let me get my trusty paper. Try green first.
Smoke instead of light. Not the reaction I was hoping for. Activated, but not in the proper sequence. Try again.
Alright, where's the lever to reset this? Probably over by him. Too much damn smoke! You need ventilation. This is going to cause a serious asphyxiation problem. Oh! That's not a lever, that's a button. Let's try a different one to start with. Ah. So, red starts. I have no idea what Rainbow's color sequences are, so... Okay, reset. Go with red again.
A good start. Keep going.
Yellow.
Correct. So far, so good.
Yellow. I don't know why I'm writing it down. I could just put an abbreviation. Let's try going in a pattern here. Uh-huh. Thank you. I'll forget the, snotty shit you said to me.
Close, very close. One more to go.
I wrote it down just in case.
Yes, I love it when the gears align.
So it was red, yellow, green, blue, and purple.
Perfect. Such are the benefits of an extra set of appendages.
Tell that to the Thrycreen.
And without disruption, allowing the rods and the pistons to align in a most pleasing manner. Thank you. Now, why do you want to know about divine energy? Scent. How intriguing. I was just thinking about my former master, Sothesseal, and the experiments we conducted. He desperately sought to understand the power he and his companions attained. especially whether or not that power was temporary. Not while I assisted him. He had a tool that he used to drain away minute bits of his own divine energy to store and study.
Ah.
He could extract it and return it as he saw fit. Not sure what became of the tool, but here are my notes from those days. More questions? Well, Lord Sofa Seal attributed curiosity to intellectual superiority. Suppose I should do the same. Ask, and I will attempt to tighten the cogs of your ongoing education as best I can. Odd question. Is a hammer a weapon? A saw? A Dwemer spring spanner? No, it was just a tool. A device crafted by Sofa Seal to aid in his endless experiments. Suppose I could imagine ways to modify the device, but for what reason? Haven't a clue. Tools have a way of wandering off when you don't stay vigilant. Had a guar that used to swallow tools when I wasn't looking. Glowed for a month until the enchantment dissipated and the tool passed. Should have heard the screams. I was his apprentice, but that was years ago. Spent time working in the Clockwork City. That's what I learned about energy transference, Dwemer engineering, mechanical symmetry. Made me the dark elf I am today. But I have a question. Who sent you? The Archcanon, Lord Vivek's High Priest. Suddenly the gears align. I can think of a number of reasons that Alm and V would want to know about C and his tools, but some doors just shouldn't be opened. He's the father of mysteries and the architect of time, one of the Tribunal, the three living gods of the Dark Elves. Creates all sorts of helpful and intriguing devices, like the Clockwork City. I haven't seen my old master in many years. It's a wonder and a miracle. All brass tunnels, glass domes, and giant gears. He was inspired by the work of the Dwemer. But the Clockwork City is pure Sofa Seal. He made it to forge the future and reshape the world. I learned a lot there.
I learned a lot that summer. Ah, I can't open it. That's fine. Damn it, give me skills. I need skills. Alright, let's head on out of here. Damn it. Alright. So, yeah, I'm guessing that this Dwemer artifact, which allowed him to drain his own power, ended up falling into the hands of this guy, this lady's brother. Now see, this one thing I can't quite put together chronologically. So did he have...
Outlander, over here.
So did he have the staff before hand, or did he get the staff afterwards?
Effort, so just listen. We have a problem here. Return to my office immediately.
We have a serious, major problem, but I'm not going to go into details about what it is. Where's the... Wait, what? Oh, there's got to be a waypoint around here. Let's see if we can find one real quick. While I kind of talk about what I think's going on. But yeah, so... Well, the more I say that, I was going to say I can't just figure out if he had the staff before he went to go talk to the Ashlanders, or well, the other Ashlanders, because he's himself an Ashlander. But I'm almost positive he had that before, because she was saying that like after he went to the wilderness, he had it. He had that staff. So almost certainly he did not get the staff afterwards, right? That would make a lot of sense. So I don't quite understand. Like if he already has the staff which will draw the power, then what is this other weapon that he was wanting to get, right? Like how, like what, where does that come into play? Like why does he need a separate item? Maybe the staff he has is weak? I don't know. I think maybe it's a little bit too early to think about what it could have been, but, or what it could be rather. Wee, oh, I hope that's deeper water. Nope, it wasn't. That's alright. Alright, well, oh, nope, there's a way shrine. Well, I was gonna say we'd be close enough not to even use it at this point, but... Nope, nope. Dismount. Dismount. Take whatever's in there. Some jasmine. I'll let you live. I was gonna kill him thinking maybe he dropped stuff for housing, but I'll probably just end up buying most of my housing stuff. It's a shallow pool for fish. You don't need the fish, you just gotta grab in there and get what you need. Oh wow, that actually is much further than I was thinking it was gonna be. So yeah, that's my take on the story so far. And then the Daedra are in this somehow. Well, Sothasil himself might be involved. Like, I think they might have, like, captured Sothasil, since he's obviously, they're trying to underline that he's been gone for a while, and nobody's heard from him for quite a while. But Vivek said that he still could feel him. Man, the textures here. So these just never, I think this is just bugged out. I don't know if this ever loads up. But yeah, if he's captured or hurt, you would think Vivek would notice that. So I don't know about that, of him being captured or whatever.
At last.
Or trapped.
Did you see what's happening outside? Red Mountain rumbles louder and more frequently. The sky grows dark.
Did not notice
and
these
worst
things.
of all, the people are beginning to notice. Soon I'll have to muster the Ordinators to keep them from the palace doors. In part, Lord Vivek is not well. I won't allow his followers to see him in this state. He continues to lose energy, and it's becoming difficult for him to maintain the realm in his usual fashion. Now, what did your investigations uncover? I'll review these documents and present your findings to Lord Vivek. I was against bringing you into this investigation, but I was wrong. Thank you for aiding us. You should go see Lord Vivek now. He's been asking about you. I'll be along shortly. Very well. Tell me what you learned at each of the locations, and let's see what conclusions we can come to. Barrelzal faithfully served Sothasil. He's as loyal to the tribunal as I am. He would never intentionally harm Lord Vivek. But that tool he mentioned. Perhaps one of the priests Vivek sent away could search the temple archives for more information. Lord Vivek doesn't want his followers to see him in such a weakened state. Only you, Canon Levuel, and myself are permitted into his palace now. Speaking of the palace, Lord Vivek wants to see you when we're done here. So your notes say, and this Saren assisted you. Interesting. Most Ashlanders want nothing to do with the tribunal. Even so, they rarely become aggressive. I'd say this Chodala bears watching. If we can spare it, I'll send an armiger to Aldrin. Interesting theory. Perhaps Chodala's staff can steal Vivek's energy. I have a hard time imagining how an Ashlander could accomplish such a feat. Lord Vivek said the draining has grown more intense since you left. It doesn't look well.
And I'm also wondering if that Ashara or whatever that was speaking through that woman that we ran into before, does it have something to do with this? Kind of getting that impression, but the only reason I'm hesitant on that, though, is like, why would she warn us ahead of time?
From what you discovered, I dare say there may be a correlation between the narcotic relic and the tool Barrelzal mentioned. And it seems the Ashlander thieves are connected to Chodala. Your evidence points to a clear conclusion. So it appears. Lord Vivek's doing his best not to complain, but I can see how much the draining of his energy has cost him. Just seeing you again should improve his mood considerably. And the progress you made with your investigations, outstanding.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we came to the same conclusion. It's not that it was very difficult to draw those lines in the first place. Wow, even's got statues. What, the statue doesn't float? Less impressive. My statue will float. Oh, they all float down here. And you'll float too! But yeah, like, I still don't get that the weapon that was stolen...
Lord Vivek needs to do something. Look at that sky!
Lord Vivek isn't receiving visitors today.
Push your ass down the stairs, son. For insubordination. Oh, God! Oh, that's that new mount that you can buy, I believe.
My lord.
Oh, not floating anymore.
Let me send for aid. Perhaps one of the healers can help you.
Pain is best tolerated in private. As I have written in the 37th.
Oh.
There must be something I can do.
You can call the Archcanon. He should hear the news our friend brings us. The river drains into the sea as my divinity flows out of me. Needs some work. As you can see, I continue to lose energy, and it has made me somewhat agitated. Have you made any progress toward discovering the source of my discomfort? An Ashlander? That seems unlikely, but I trust your instincts. We need to find out more about this Chodala and the ancient enemy that aids him. Take this. Another token of my appreciation. And look, here comes the Archcanon now.
My lord, the Outlander may have actually discovered something.
Thanks. Ooh. Thief points. With the lover again, of course. Ah, I keep forgetting to change my staff over. Well, I might as well leave it to get to 46 and then maybe switch it.
After further examination of the documents you brought back, I have to agree with your assessment. The Ashlander Chodala has somehow siphoned divine energy away from Lord Vivek. Not exactly, but now that we know that the affliction isn't natural, we can work toward a solution, one that probably involves Chodala's staff. How the Ashlander got his hands on Sothasil's tool and turned it into a weapon is beyond me.
And Sothasil has been missing.
Eventually, but we need to be cautious. If Chodala is as respected as you say, attacking him would start a war we can't afford to partake in. Go to Aldrin and talk to his sister, Saren. I don't trust her either, but she worked with you before. Get to Aldrin and locate Saren. She needs to tell us more about Chodala and then help us acquire his staff. Without it, we can't restore Vivek. Meanwhile, I need to placate the populace. The people grow concerned over Vivek's continuing isolation. Didn't we cover this? Let me refresh your memory. Lord Vivek suffers stoically as his divine energy drains away. Neither my administrations nor his defenses have been sufficient to plug the hole, so we've isolated him to keep panic to a minimum. If we knew for certain, we wouldn't be sending you to make a deal with a heretical Ashlander, now would we? Chodala must have something to do with Vivek's energy loss, but the how and why remain a mystery. That's why I must examine that staff. Everything you uncovered suggests the staff and Sothasil's missing tool are one and the same, and it's obviously connected to Chodala's newfound powers. Bring it back here so I can study it. The solution resides in the staff. I'm sure of it. Experience, Outlander. Experience. I have seen the Dunmer rage against the gods at the least provocation. When they realize that Vivek is ill, that his powers are failing, they'll weep and gnash their teeth like frightened children. The people don't handle the infirmities of their deities very well, especially when those infirmities could foreshadow Red Mountain's eruption or portend the moonlets fall from the sky. Once such fear ignites, it spreads like wildfire. They try not to think about them at all. The Ashlanders are savages. They refuse to acknowledge the supremacy of Lord Vivek in the Tribunal, instead putting their faith in the despicable Daedra. They're heretics, pure and simple. The Ashlanders hold to superstitions the way Quama protect their eggs. If they really considered Chodala to be the Nerevarin, then any action you take against him will enrage the tribes. Talk to Saren and see if she can suggest an alternative course.
Okay. Those boots were not an upgrade, so we're not going to use those. But anyway, we're going to wrap it up there. Again, I apologize that we missed like the first third of that quest line But, oh well, it is what it is. We shall move forward. Hopefully you guys still enjoying. Thanks again to Asger for your continued support on Patreon. I very much appreciate it. Make sure you guys leave comments in the comment section below. Let me know what you're thinking of the series so far, and like my videos if you like them. That does help me out a lot, and I'll see you next time.